So, I'm a drummer, and I love Genshin Impact. Arlecchino just dropped in the game, and with her came a really cool boss fight. And with that, a boss theme. And with that, a live performance of the boss theme. Now, if you've watched my breakdown of the boss theme itself, you'll understand I had some very mixed feelings. And quite frankly, if you haven't seen it, I'll just tell you right now, it's the first time I've ever outright said that I just didn't like it. And I guess it may be unfair to say I didn't like the song as a whole, but you know, there's a section, which everyone probably knows what I'm talking about, that I just do not like. I've never felt that way about a Hoyo Mix song, ever, frankly, and it felt weird to say it out loud. And I did say in that video that there's a live performance, and I'm really excited to check it out and see how they execute that particular section with like a live orchestra and the opera singer and everything. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what they do with it. Am I the only one who feels like a sense of comfort when I see the Hoyo Mix logo? I don't know, it just makes me feel happy. Oh man. Bro, they've got the 3-story organ pipes in the house for this. I cannot wait for that. When I watched it, when I did like listen to the original song from the game and the way that it's presented in the game, the original recording, if you will, I talked about the organ and how organ is either the most beautiful sound or the most haunting, uncomfortable sound. And look at it, but they got this thing like, that's bigger than Godzilla, and they got red lights on it too, which makes it even more uncomfortable. I can't wait to hear that. I'm hoping they're going to be actually playing through those pipes. I don't know, they could just be there for looks, but... Oh. Oh, I wasn't expecting a full-blown light show here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a digital kick drum. Obviously, that's just programmed. That's playing in the background. Oh. Already, I mean, for obvious reasons, you can tell that the instrumentation is further forward in the mix. It's being showcased a lot more than it was in the video game recording. Oh, I hear an electric guitar in there? Yes, I don't remember hearing that in the original recording. There's our opera singer right there. It's gotta be. Alright gamers, real quick pause. This is present day Samizard coming in with a few corrections on behalf of Samizard of Christmas Past. So after I watched this video and heard the song for myself, I went and checked out Marco Meatball's video, in which he explains that the opera singer is actually just a very low-toned female voice, and it's not a male. Now in this video, you're going to hear me use male descriptors constantly. I honestly just thought it was a dude who they did up with makeup and an outfit to look all pretty and glamorous and gothic. I think at one point I even described them as a beautiful-ass man. By now, I hope everybody knows I'm not doing that on purpose to try and misgender or do anything rude like that. Just didn't know any better, but yeah, that is a female singer, both in the official recording for the game and then obviously here in the live performance as well. For the sake of keeping this reaction as raw and as honest as possible, I didn't go back and re-record this and fake a new reaction to it or anything like that. I thought it'd be more genuine if we just kept it how it was, so bear with me as I use the incorrect pronouns non-stop for the next several minutes. That is a beautiful ass man right there. Wow. Little set change. Now he's surrounded by the kids choir. I hear the organ. I would have liked to hear the organ in that room. If they're playing that organ with those pipes all up the wall. Oh, shoot. I forgot about the part where he rolls the R's while homie's just dancing on the piano. We gotta listen to that again. Oh, wait, that's the... okay, so that's the organ right there. Yeah, I don't think that's not... These keys are not playing through these pipes. Guarantee it. I'm a little disappointed. If nothing else, the pipes look grandiose as hell. I mean, look at them. That looks beautiful. Then again, what's this up here? Maybe they are actually playing that organ. I would have expected to see, to be blunt, I would have expected this to be looking like a little bit more rustic, run down. This all looks like, I mean, this looks like brand new, sparkling clean. But I think they are actually playing through these pipes. Oh my God, can you imagine what that sounded like in that room? With all this happening down here, I mean, I'd be willing to bet you probably can't. You couldn't even hear the choir. They're just there for video purposes right now. But like, oh my gosh, can you imagine how epic that had to sound? Yeah, the vocalists are performative here for the sake of the video. That's so crazy. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt as soon as the snap happened, but I just saw an electronic drum kit. Generally, in the past, whenever we've gotten these live performances from Genshin, from Hoyo Mix, whenever there's like electronic drums, they're just programmed. They're just part of the track playing in the background, like they're not performed live, but they're actually performing. Look at this. They got a whole Roland kit. That's the same drum kit. What's the series name? It's probably like the top of the line. Super expensive, super nice. I had the great privilege of playing one of these kits in my last band. The band owned it. I didn't own it, unfortunately. Actually, it was kind of nice because like I didn't have to take it home and tear it down and set it up every day like I did with my big Bubinga acoustic drum kit. But yeah, that's a great drum kit, and I am very shocked to see them performing it live. He's even got, sorry, so we got the drum kit. For those who don't know, I'm gonna take a sec to talk about this because I'm a drummer. So you got your hats, crash cymbal, crash, you know, that's probably the right cymbal, crash cymbal, crash cymbal. He's got a lot of different cymbals here. He's got a snare down here, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3. He's got a kick drum tucked in way down here. You can see his legs sticking down there. And this right here, for those of you who don't know, this is actually just a pad. This is a drum pad. And again, actually, I had the pleasure of playing one of these Roland drum pads. They are like the top of the line. They are the best that you can get. I will stand by that, at least currently. I mean, surely someday someone's going to release something better. But for the time being, like these are really cool. And you can program some really crazy stuff. And every single pad, it's got pads that line the top of it and almost like kind of curve over the top. So you get like a really solid, almost like hitting the bell on a cymbal. You get that like curved and that extra density to it, and it has a nice stick feel whenever you're playing on the pad. And outside of that, it's got, let me think, I think it's got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I think it has 6 total pads right there. Unless they make a bigger one now, it may have like up to 9 pads on it. I'm not totally sure. I think this is the like the standard one, like what I had always played and what I was used to. So anyways, great tools here for incorporating the electronic percussion that's used in this song. Really cool to actually see this, because like I said previously, you don't see this. Usually it's just programmed into the song like afterwards in post-production, and they just put the digital sounds in afterwards. Now, as we know, coming up here after the snap, stuff hits the fan and we go super digital with the instrumentation as a whole. And again, I guess I don't know if we're going to see someone with like a couple synthesizers or what. I don't know what to expect at this point. Let's listen. Let's see. Yeah. Lean into the organ there. Please, can we show the drummer, please? Yes. Oh, come on. Please show him more. I'm begging, dude. The stage presentation is amazing right now. I'm thrown off because we'll discuss in a moment. Show the organ. Show the organ. They're right in that bad boy. Yeah. Oh, bro, can you imagine how sick that sounded in that room? Okay, let's circle back here so I can complain about a few things. We don't complain about stuff very often on this channel. Well, let me correct myself. We don't complain about music very often on this channel. All right, so we're still on the digital part here. Where's the snap happen? So I was trying to say earlier, I'm thrown off because I simply do not like this part of the song. I don't know why they went the direction that they did with it. It feels like it has absolutely no flow. It doesn't match the song. There's like, it doesn't really add anything to the song other than make it uncomfortable. I think, well, I was thinking about this after watching the boss fight video, like the actual, like the recorded version of this song, like what plays in the game, which in my time, I just watched that video like 15 minutes ago. I'm recording these back to back. Who knows when I'll actually get them posted on my channel. The way I was thinking about it as I was like processing my emotions, it feels like an emotional experience to just not like something from Hoyo Mix, because I usually love everything from Hoyo Mix. This section feels like they just threw shit at the wall and like waited for it to feel uncomfortable enough to like kind of like match the uncomfortable vibe of Arlecchino and all the marketing and everything that they've done for her as a whole. And I don't think that this part of the song is good. In fact, I would say it's objectively bad, and I'm probably going to get roasted in the comments for this, but I feel like my opinion on this section is radicalizing the more time that I spend thinking about it. But anyways, enough of that. Let's take a look at the drummer here, because we don't get to see a lot of like actual like physical drummers in these videos, and obviously like that's what I am. So I wish we could have seen it more, but knowing that this is being performed live on an actual electronic drum kit with a drum pad is super, super impressive. And we get a brief glimpse at some serious skill gap stuff happening here. Let's get to that section so we can kind of talk about what the drummer's doing here, because it's badass. Right there, okay. And that is literally, unfortunately, that is literally the only glimpse that we get. So he's using the drum pad to tie in some of the other electronic elements of the song. I don't know how much of this is coming from the pad. The neat thing about those rolling pads is they aren't exclusively for percussion sounds. You can program literally any sound, soundbite, trigger, loop, whatever that you want on those pads, which is part of what makes them so amazing. And so, as I was discussing, let me see if I can get this paused on a good frame. Okay. So he's up there on the pad. Get a bit slight. Gosh, it's hard when they give us literally 3 frames of the drummer in this video, and I just want to showcase him a little bit and give some love to this guy. Okay, so here we've got the pad up here, right? He's hitting the pad. Actually, is that a rolling pad? Yeah, that's a rolling pad. So anyways, he's hitting the pad. Like I said, you got 1, 2, 3. You got 3 pads right there, and then there's 3 above it, and then on top of that, there's like the rounded humps over the top. And then there should be 3 more of those. So like 9 total. You've got 6 of the flat pads right on the base of it right there. Those are easier to reach, easier to get to. They're really big and really wide. It's a joy to play on these pads. I wish I had one for myself so I could still play on one. So he's hitting that. And then he crosses over from this. I wonder if oddly enough, it seems like he's using the pad for the digital hi-hats, which is an interesting choice given that there are literally hi-hats right here, unless he has these programmed to be a different sound, which again, electronic drum kit, you can do a lot of stuff, and particularly these electronic drums, you can do some crazy stuff with sounds and how you tie them in. So it looks like he's hitting the drum pad for the electronic hats, like, you know, the kind of like trap hat sound, and then he crosses over all the way from here down to the snare to hit that. And that's all that we can see, but you can hear within the song there are other drum elements happening. So he's playing the pad and the kit simultaneously, and I will tell you from experience that that's fucking hard. When I was playing on one of these pads, it was a long time ago, actually for a large church that I used to play music for, and we had a pad and then an acoustic drum kit. And that was interesting in its own way, trying to match like, because these pads, what's neat about them is they are very pressure sensitive. So you control dynamics really well with those. If you want to be quiet, it'll be quiet with you. If you hit it gently, if you hit it hard, it's loud. So trying to match that with an acoustic drum kit, really fun and exciting and challenging. And we see a lot of that happening here too, because I'll tell you firsthand, this electronic drum kit, exact same way. I've never played an electronic drum kit that feels as real as these high-end rolling drums. Like I said, I spent the last like 3 years playing one of these kits in my band, and they're just awesome. And so the skill that it takes not only to reach way up here, I mean, looking at that, that's the bottom of this is at his chest. And so, you know, me knowing the size of these things, the top of it is probably around like his chin or his nose. So you're way up here hitting that thing off to the side, and then to circle back down to the snare, it's a super unnatural movement, right? And it looks like he even hit a crash cymbal on his way down. And like there's just a lot of skill involved, and it breaks my heart that we don't get to see more of it, because I would love to see this person and how they're playing this drum kit for this song, because it, like I said, that's like some serious skill gap stuff. That is very, very good performing and playing, and it just takes a lot of skill and talent to be able to, and practice, most importantly, practice, to be able to land those kind of hits when you're playing such a complex electronic setup. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. That is some good stuff. That excites me. Man, I wish we could see drummers more often in these videos. I know I'm in I'm the drummer, so obviously I want to see it. I know typically drummers fall into the minority, to oonga boonga, right? But man, that was cool. I loved seeing that. All right, let's hear that epic ending with the big hit and the organs riding it out at the end. Oh man, that's so cool. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could be in that room. You know how sick that would sound? Either way, that's the theme song. And like I said, I have mixed feelings about the song as a whole. That last section, I don't like it. I simply do not like it. And that's fine if you feel otherwise. Like that's the thing about music. Music is generally subjective. I got a little bold. I did say that's an objectively bad part. I'm not a real musician. Maybe we should take that comment with a grain of salt. I get a little bit fired up when talking about that stuff. But either way, great song. Great performance, great song. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't truly feel that way. I think it's a good song. It's a good song. That section like really kind of kills it for me. I'm being honest. I ranted about it in this video. I ranted about it in the last video. When I'm live, my chat can stop me when I start ranting. When I'm not live, I'm in a room by myself recording. No one stops me from ranting, and I just rant. I'm sorry. I might edit some of this out. Cool video, cool performance. Still love to see it. Would love to see more of these. And obviously, as I said, please showcase the drummers more. Give the percussion section some more love. I mean, even we got like live percussion with, you just show somebody shaking a tambourine, bro. Give them some love. They're part of the song too. All right, I'm out here, gamers. Have a great time. See you in the next video. Love the games. Love yourself. And I love you. Bye.